Say record.
Okay, yes, we're back with another how-to video. We got here and we started tearing more floor apart, and as we start pulling back the insulation, there's more and more water in the hole. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but all this is still flooded in here. Even though it's been open for 3 weeks, there's still water in here. And now,
okay, we were putting the insulation down, the R19 insulation. As you can see, we've been putting it down in sheets. This bag here is probably about 70 pounds of water. There. Now, if you've had a flood-up mobile home, this is what you have to do. Yeah, I'm dirty. I have insulation and everything on me. So, this is what we have found. You'll have like a center of the frame here. You can see how the plastic belly, this is what this is called, is the belly, this black plastic. Every mobile home should have this. So, the frame runs through here. They're I-beams, metal I-beams. And what has happened is the water has pooled all along the back side of the house. It did not pool past the wall there, pointed at the wall, because there is another beam that goes straight across, pointing at me. There's another beam that goes straight across from the wall to that wall. So it kind of separates the room. So initially you have a pooling effect. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, you're going to have your insulation here. See, this is basically a big swimming pool. Now, watch what happens when I do this. See all the water? Technically, the I-beam, the frame, has actually saved this house from being flooded further. Had this house had not had the belly attached to the rafters, all of the water would have pooled under the center of the house. And then the whole entire house would have to be subfloor, insulation, rafters, and everything would have to go.
It's still going to have to be. We're still having to
The rafters are wet. See?
And we're still having
to put the camera here and show them that the rafters are wet too. The rafters are somewhat saturated. Some of them are glued. Some of the insulation is glued to the rafters. Some isn't. I've put this insulation back that we put down to get it out of the way so it can start drying. All the insulation through there I have pulled out. Daryl is very allergic to it. It doesn't bother me one bit. But when you have water that's pulled like this under the belly, like that, I mean, it's just a swimming pool. What you want to do is take something small, like this, and just poke a hole in the lowest point, and listen. You can hear the water running out. So that's what I've went and done on each one of these little swimming pools, is what I'm going to call them. Each of them has about 3 or 4 little holes. You don't want to cut any mark, because in squirrels, mice, moles, all that can get up in your belly and your insulation. The squirrels here are destructive. I did find out where they're getting in at over there in the corner. We will fix that. Now, as you can tell, the water is slowly going away. I'm going to poke another hole under here.
And we will be replacing this part of the plastic underneath the trailer too. Once it gets dried out. But right now we're...
So as this is draining out, of course the chip wood, you can see the wood where it's just flaking out where it was wet.
How it swole up.
This was the most saturated part right here. Just hit you a couple holes in there and let that stuff drain on out. And then you want to take up, we're going to leave this actually open for a few days, let it breathe and air out really good. I'm going to spray some bleach in these. I've got a spray bottle.
Some anti-mold stuff too, so antibacterial stuff to spray on here to.
Now, this flooring here is coming out, so it's not going to make a difference if this gets wet or not. But I'm just trying to get, okay. Whew. So this is all wet. This is damp. So we're blessed that there is a belly under here, and that they put it under each rafter and over each I-beam. So it's just initially formed one big giant swimming pool through here. Under here, I know it's going to be a complete swimming pool. We're not even going to pull this out until we're ready. But it's really hot here today and humid. And amazingly, insulation does not bother me one bit. If you do work in insulation, cornstarch. Plain cornstarch. Rub your arms, your chest, your face, your neck, everything down really good. What it does is it gets in the pores of your skin. So that's a trick my father used to always do. So for now, that's all. I'm going to get this insulation that's wet in the bag. Go out here and hose off with the water hose and get dried off and get to work. So I guess tonight we're going to fix the floor here, and we're actually going to leave this against the wall alone and let it dry. We actually got the Advantech flooring wet. I did, my fault. Kind of excited to see how the water's going to react on that. So, but for now, that's all. Thank y'all for watching, and if you have a flooded house, let this be one of the things you do is take the insulation out and poke holes in your belly. The black plastic or any film that's under the house is actually called the belly of the house. So thank y'all for watching.
And please like and subscribe if this helps anybody. Thank you.
Oh wait, don't turn it off.
Oh, I just did. No, it didn't.
I want y'all to see this. This is the reason why when an insurance adjuster comes, always make sure they add insulation, subfloor, belly protectant, subfloor glue, subfloor screws. You want to make sure that they add this, because some companies will only do subfloor and no insulation. Well, guess what? If we would have put the subfloor down and not fix the insulation, this stuff will be under here and mold over time. It was actually smelling over there in the corner, so luckily I got it up in time. But for now, thank y'all for watching. If you're ever home is flooded, always get a detailed estimate from your adjuster. That's what I had to do to make sure that he included all this in on it, so luckily he did. So for now, that's all I've got.
Thank you again. If this helped, like and subscribe. Thank you.